What you're about to see is a man being confronted in the nosebleeds as Georgia hosted the Florida Gators. When the man in black was asked to walk out of the venue, he said, "I'm either going to kill a cop or not leave. One of the two." Here's what happened next.
I didn't do anything against the law. So tell me what my crime was.
Right now it's been trespassing. Come on.
Do not touch me. She tried to kidnap my kids.
I get it.
Can I talk to you?
There's a good way to do it.
There is a good way.
We're going to go downstairs and talk, but there's a good way. There's a right way, there's a wrong way.
There's a right way.
The way you're doing
I'm still sitting in my seat.
The way you're doing it right now is wrong.
No, I'm still sitting in my seat.
Right now?
I'm still sitting in my seat.
You have to go
the right way is for me to tell you what happened, because I'm not leaving with all 5 of my kids here. I'm not leaving.
They can go with you, or you can go to jail.
They're not doing that. I'll go to jail. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to fucking beat your ass and go back to jail. DJ Balance.
Dude, you're not going to do that. I promise.
I will do that.
I'm trying to keep you from going to jail.
She tried to kidnap my kids.
I understand what you're saying.
She tried to kidnap my kids.
What you're doing
Do not
is
touch
wrong.
me. Do not touch me. Now you will some.
The cop tries calming the guy down with his words, saying, "I get it, and there is a good way to do this, but we got to go downstairs to talk." He'd also say to the man, "There's a right way and there's a wrong way." The man gets defensive, saying he wants to stay in his seat, while the cop basically tells him, well, that's the wrong route to go. Adding more to it, the man tells him that his version of the right way is what it is, and says he is not abandoning his 5 kids in the stadium. The cop simply says that they can go with him, or he can just go to jail. That sets the man off once more, saying, and I quote, "I'll go to jail, I don't give a blank, because I'm going to beat your blank if I go to jail," and name drops the cop. The cop says, "You will not do that," and the man doubles down. When the cop's partner tries getting him up, the man says, "Do not touch me," and thus the taser goes off. They try putting the cuffs on, and the man goes right in the direction of the partner, saying, "You want some?"
Don't do that, dude. Don't do that.
Pull the gun out. Pull the gun out.
Hey.
I'm not going to jail. You stop me.
The taser goes off again on the man, who tries removing it from his body. One cop tells the other 2, it sounds like, "Hit him." That's when all hell breaks loose.
Y'all fixing to get screwed. Y'all get screwed. I'm fixing to get rich. I'm fixing to get rich. You're not fighting anybody. I've been fighting anybody.
Come on, dude.
You did it yourself. How's he doing? Hands behind your back. Stop. I haven't done anything, bro.
Put your hand behind your back.
You know it.
I'm trying to help you on this, but you're not helping yourself.
I haven't done anything.
Put your hands behind
Bro,
your
I
back.
haven't done it. There are. I'm trying. Bro, I haven't done anything. You know
Trying
that.
not to do this.
You know that.
Back up.
Don't touch me.
I'm not
I haven't done anything, man. You know that.
Come on. Put your hand behind your back. Got you. Put your hand behind your back. Get your hand behind your back.
They would finally get this man removed from the stadium. Patrons told the man that he'll get his money and that the officers are about to lose their pensions. Shockingly or not, another fight broke out, with many fans being pummeled by police as cameras recorded it all. We have an update to all of this. Here we go.
Williamson says he recorded this video in the second quarter after an argument over verifying the fan's digital ticket.
They made contact with this man, and when he said, "I'm not leaving my seats, I paid for them," and they immediately pulled a taser on him.
Jacksonville's mayor saying, "I'm aware of several disturbing videos circulating. The incidents are under investigation." One safety analyst says it appears the officers were following their training, because one fan could be seen with his hand around an officer's waist near the officer's firearm.
And the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office said in a statement its Professional Standards Division is, quote, aware of the videos circulating from the Georgia-Florida football game. Administrative reviews of the incidents are being opened. As such, the agency will not comment until all facts are known and the reviews have been completed, guys.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office would hold a presser as well.
So there's 2 incidents that have been circulating on social media that have gotten the most scrutiny, and we're going to cover those 2 incidents today. The first video that you're going to see is going to be a video that's been circulating on social media regarding the first incident.
That's assault. That's assault. That's assault. That is assault. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Then on the second video in the lower concourse, they spoke on it.
So around 4:20 p.m., there was an employee with SAFE who was working her assigned section of the stadium. At that time, she's making sure people that are coming have the appropriate tickets for where they're going. Some children approached her to go to the section they didn't have tickets for, so she asked them to go find their parents and to come back with a ticket. There was some discussion back and forth about getting this ticket when eventually Walter Brown arrived and pushed the SAFE worker out of the way, accused her of kidnapping his children and threatened to kill her, and then grabbed one of his children and dragged them along up the stadium stairs and told his other kids to follow him. At this point in time, the stadium worker decided that she did not want to be the victim of a crime of a battery, which did occur. However, she did want JSO to respond and evict the attendee from the stadium for his injuries. So it's important to note that we, for the sake of viewing audience at home, we had to censor some of the words that were said, but in case it wasn't clear, he repeatedly was using the N-word directed at the black officer.
And Brandon Boyle were aggressive and non-compliant with Everbank SAFE workers. And when those SAFE workers called for JSO officers to eject them, these suspects refused to comply with the police officers and resisted the officers and in violation of Florida law. The outcome of Walter Brown, Michael Long, Alexander Long, and Brandon Boyle's arrests contrasts starkly, I add, with the 4 other arrests and 35 ejections with no issues, none whatsoever, that occurred on Saturday night's game, completely without incident.
Specifically, these 3 men, Michael Long, Anthony Long, and Brandon Boley, were making threats towards other fans. They were getting in people's faces, creating an unsafe environment. There were fans that complained to SAFE that they felt like they were unsafe sitting in their seats. They went up to the upper deck. The SAFE employee engaged them multiple times, gave them warnings to stop, warned them they could be ejected, and they still continued on with their behavior. While this is taking place and the SAFE employee is dealing with them, one of the fans actually took it upon themselves to go up to try to find a police officer to come help the SAFE worker because of how unruly they were becoming.
From the Florida Times-Union, the sheriff's office had 128 officers and 12 supervisors working the game. They arrested 8, ejected 35. He said, they would say, all but 4 complied with their attempts to assist SAFE workers or security, athletic facilities, and events management, who are civilians keeping an eye on things and sometimes require official law enforcement. Those identifiable names are listed here. Walter Orion Brown, who's 39 years old. Michael Wayne Long, who's 58. Alexander Michael Long, 27. And Brandon Boley. Boley was not showing up in the Duval County Jail, so his age and charges remain unclear, but the others were charged with battery of a law enforcement officer, resisting an officer, disorderly intoxication, public disturbance, and trespassing/defies order to leave. Pretty terrible, I gotta say. Seeing how many fights broke out, seeing the way that there were so many times where it doesn't have to escalate, and it does. It's a travesty for sports fans everywhere, and sadly, I feel like we are going in the opposite direction because these videos are taking place and coming about what feels like every single week online. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYTSports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.